So I wanted to talk about these destructive impulses. Was the first thing on my agenda. I know we already talked about Pokemon Go. Do you guys have destructive impulses?
They never went away from being a child.
Wally?
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like it's innate.
What kind? I guess that's my question. I think everybody has destructive impulses, but I'm curious to know what.
I think the most classic example is the impulse to have one more beer when it's offered to you.
That is good.
At 2 a.m.
Yeah.
When, it's obvious that you should not, being as you've been talking in cursive for 3 hours.
Talking in cursive?
Yeah, and you can't find your pants. But here you are accepting this shot of Jameson at 2:30 in the morning because why? Because it's impulsive.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think that's a real
So drinking
classic.
is your first thought for destructive impulse. That's the destructive is the one.
That to me is destructive.
I didn't know what it is.
I guess maybe we're on a different page.
It's different than what I was thinking.
And I think maybe my destructive impulse is like when I was like, if you walk into, remember at the old mall they had the Oriental Trading Shop and they just had the glass cases full of everything fragile. I just wondered like in my mind just boom, clear that whole fucking shelf off.
That is my.
I'm understanding now what you're saying.
Like
I'm thinking you're asking me, do I have impulses that are destructive to me? In which case, the extra shot of Jameson most certainly is, especially at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Destructive impulses. Do I want to go beat the shit out of
physical destructive
an old
impulses?
Honda Accord? Absolutely. Yes, that's one, not a doubt.
No, mine. It was when did we go to Old Town that night? When I got so drunk. I don't remember what it might have been the Harvest Festival.
Was that when you went and punched over all the no parking signs?
They had, I think it was the Harvest Festival in Old Town, and they had like probably 25 or 30 excuse me, no parking signs that were just the little like 3 foot tall ones.
Yeah.
Oh, on the curb.
I ran down I ran down Old Wadsworth and I punched over every single one of those signs just because I wanted to hit something over. Like, it was not... I wasn't trying to be a dick to anybody. I wasn't trying to fuck over... I know I fucked over, like, a guy that's going to be, I have to come and set up all these signs again because some drunk idiot punched them all over. But that's my distraction. I just wanted to punch them. We were in Old Town another time, or maybe it was the same time, and we were going back to Hollywood's house.
Punching the signs?
Punching street signs. I would just run and jump and punch a stop sign.
Definitely different time, because
Go ahead.
No, we took a cab back the first time, or a lift.
Did we?
When you punched over the street signs?
Oh, we did take the lift. I do remember that.
But then the other time was when we
stayed there.
I think we went and slept on his porch.
Yeah, I think you're right.
we just went and
without his knowledge. We slept on our friend's front porch without asking for permission.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you landed in a nice
We
spot.
did. We made the right decision.
He has some really comfy deck chairs, like those nice.
He's got a nice little house.
His wife likes to lay out on the deck all the time, so they have these really nice, comfy padded lounge deck chairs.
It's like a Ramada Inn. Huh?
Yeah,
front porch.
It was great. Beautiful weather out, and we crashed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Woke up, I don't know, about 7 o'clock, and let their dog out. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
I think my ultimate impulse, though. So I clearly I have the impulse to smash things that are breakable just because I want to. I don't know why. Fire alarms are like my ultimate. Because they're covered in a little plastic case and there's a switch that I'm not supposed to pull that I want to pull. So it's the double threat of me doing things I'm not supposed to. Right? Yeah, breaking and pulling. Or like, it's the classic impulse though. If somebody tells you not to do something, you're going to want to do it.
Well, and you know that it's not a switch, it's not like a light switch that can get worn out. You know that if you pull that fire alarm lever, it's going to be so crisp.
It's going to be so satisfying. See, so the fact that you're describing,
like
you have had this impulse.
You've thought of it.
You know how it feels without even ever doing it.
You just want to rip that plastic cover off and just feel the crispness of a fire alarm that's probably never been pulled before.
Probably.
Maybe once to test.
I don't know who's home. Somebody. Oh well, probably dead. That was. Oh no, I actually did have another story for destructive impulses. We'll call him Mr. Kelly, our mutual friend. Sure. I'll just say Stevie. It doesn't matter. Everyone knows who Stevie is. We were in, I think, 3rd or 4th grade, and we would switch classes to go to different, art or whatever, different rooms.
Specials.
Yeah, specials, yeah. And we were on our way to one of those specials, and he was walking past a desk, and one of our classmates had a ruler, one of those plastic ones, and it said shatter resistant on it. So he picked it up, and he just went and snapped it in half over his leg. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you do that? He's like, it said shatter resistant. Why did it break if it's not supposed to break? That's so stupid. Like, that's pretty.
It's like you ever see Uncle Buck?
No.
John Candy.
I'm aware of it.
All right. Well,
is it the same?
If you haven't seen it, it might not be hilarious. But in the movie, he's at someone's house and drops a piece of china. And is impressed by the fact that it didn't break, and so he says, "Oh, unbreakable," and he breaks it over his knee. Same concept.
Yeah, it is exactly the same.
Yeah. Right. The intended purpose not to break succeeded, but the intentional purpose to break can never win. You always break.
Yeah.